Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Color All the Things with Melissa. This is take two. First one, apparently I had my music on in the background, but I had muted it on my computer, but it still picked it up. So, got dinged with copyright, nobody could hear me. Boink, deleted the video. So, apparently this week has been terrible for recording. Oh wells. So, Serene, this is Mercuria. Lovely, lovely, lovely. On the stream, I had done one here. I done the yellow and I done the blue. I'll just do it again. No problem. I'm working on one down here. I'll just pick up another one and we'll just do that. It's fine. It happens. I've got a house to see today. The kids are being kids. Let's see. I did the water green. I'm using the Derwent Procolours. Go in with some yellow ochre. So the Procolours layer really well on this paper. Like I can't even. So good. So good. Moss green. I'm digging it on this paper. Girls, let's keep our hands to ourselves, please. Thank you. That's how they end up getting hurt. Then they're yelling and crying and I didn't mean to, it was an accident. And you know how it goes. Sepia. Just going in for some shadowy areas. Alright, had to separate them. Apparently it's not working though. I swear. Anyway, so what was I gonna say? I don't even remember. I'm going to see a house today. I'm just flipping between all the ones I've got. So I've got sepia, cedar green, olive green, yellow ochre, light moss, moss green, and bronze. So I'm just flipping between all these and it's just making a pretty color. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I can add more yellow, I can add more green, light green. May's making fun of me for taking too long. She's not, I'm kidding. She asked how I can work on a picture for so long and still enjoy it. I don't know. I'm flipping between two though, so I'm still working on the Villain Sand poster and I'm working on this. So, you know, breaking it up a little bit. So I like that. I'm going to set this aside. I actually don't like working on these, but that's just me. So let's see, what else? I can do, so there's all sorts of like ribbony things running all through here, and I'm going to make it the same blue I have on her. So let's see, what did I use? And this is going to be quick, guys. I've got a house to go see. Deep cobalt green, and light cobalt turquoise in the Polychromos. So I'm really digging this picture though. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, guys. I just don't know. Work here. Went to go see some houses yesterday. Went to see a house yesterday. Or 4 houses, actually. My husband stayed home with my oldest because she's still working on the flu. I've got a mask for her to wear today when we go, so, and lots of hand sanitizer. I'm just taking my Lumi white. Bought 4 more. Plus I still have the one that came with the thing. So oh, they're playing make believe. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so I went to go see 4 houses. It was kind of disappointing. Sorry about the noise in the background. I can't, as long as they're not hurting each other. So I went to go see 4 houses. It was, like I said, disappointing. The first one was okay. It showed nice. It was just smaller. Had the smaller those hallways from the 80s, where there's just this narrow, dark hallway. It didn't quite have the rooms we needed. So it was cute. The kitchen wasn't updated. Had laminate. They are just going to town out there, aren't they? Use your hand sanitizer when you cough, please. Try and do everything we can. Though I think I've caught the stomach part of it. Oops, I hit that with my head. My bad. The girls are just going stir crazy. I need to get gas too. Oh, the stuff you gotta do as an adult. I'm gonna have spaghetti. But yeah, so I saw some houses. The first one was okay. It was nice. It showed nice. The second one was oh, I got a hoppy girl running around. The second one was okay. It was huge. It was in a great neighborhood. Nice amenities. The neighborhood had a pool and clubhouse and the whole night. Like, it was really, really great neighborhood. The outside of the house showed really well. Backyard was okay. It had a creek really, really close to the house. I've got one near the house now, and I can't keep the girls out of it. I couldn't imagine if it was closer. So that was kind of a negative. Then the house smelled. And it smelled in a way that reminded me of an ex-boyfriend from high school, where he and his family would burn incense or whatever to kind of hide weed smell. So it kind of had that I'm hiding something smell to it, which was really, really weird and kind of nostalgic in a not so good way. I know you're hiding something. So I was like, please don't yell. Thank you. So there were some other things. There was it looks like, no thank you. Zoe, that has Kaylee germs all over it. Please put it back. Now. Oh, I'm going to have that germ talk with him again. 1 second. Alright. Alright, so where was I? Oh yeah, there was gutter damage to the back of the house. Looked like a tree had fallen on it. It was just never repaired. So they had Caran countertops, which is like a solid surface, engineered plastic type thing. I don't even know if it's plastic. I should probably figure out what Caran's made out of. But it looked like on the island, on the kitchen island, that somebody had taken a hot pan and just set it on the counter so it had melted a circle into the island. I was like, are you kidding me? So that was kind of a disappointing house. I was really, really excited. And then there was a house in like this little hippie, not hippie, but like hip area where it was like newlyweds, college, you know, just out of college kids. And it was like this section where it had apartments, and under the apartments were stores and boutiques and coffee shops and, you know, eateries and whatnot. And then there was some townhouses, and then back behind all of that were probably 15 regular houses. I went to go look at one of those, and because my husband thinks he's hipper than he is. I told him, you know, if we were single or empty nesters, that would be a cool place to live. So otherwise, I don't think so. Because the yard, there was like no yard. It was all sloped, again, down to a creek. So there was nowhere for the kids to play because they couldn't play in the front yard because it would be too busy. So that was disappointing, but the house showed beautiful. It was immaculate. Beautiful hardwoods, beautiful kitchen, beautiful bedrooms, bathroom, you name it. That house had it in spades. It just wasn't good for, you know, young kids. That's all. So that was kind of sad. And then the last house, oh my God. I wouldn't have gone in if my husband hadn't have been so like, oh, you got to see this house. Because it showed nice on the website. Pictures looked good. I mean, it wasn't updated. It was, so that the house was in this area that was a golf course at one time, but it was abandoned, and they had just, like within the last month, okayed land usage for the old golf course land to be used for public greenways and parks, state parks and whatnot. So how awesome is that to live basically in a state park? So that was pretty cool. So I went to go look at it. First of all, the people were there, which is, it happens. It happened to me when I was selling my house. Sometimes the app that warns you that showings are scheduled doesn't always work right, or glitches. You know, stuff happens. So, you know, they were there. They skedaddled. They had a dog or two they had to put up. There was a cat when we got in the house. I saw that somebody was outside smoking, which, you know, as an ex-smoker, I at least appreciate they were outside and not inside. So there was that. But we walked into the house, and immediately you smelled and saw urine, animal urine. Pretty sure it was all animal urine. I can't guarantee it. Figure if they're going to let their animals go wherever they want, they're probably going to let their kids do it too. Oh, so mad. The house was spacious. It was in an awesome area. And they go and do that. Like, I wonder if it was like revenge. Either they're renters and they're PO'd that they're going to have to move. Which, as a renter, what the heck, man? Don't do that. I would never. Like, I told my husband I was going to hire somebody to clean the house once we moved out of it. And he goes, well, why? They're probably going to do it too. I said, yeah, but I can't just leave it, you know? I'm not going to want to, like, come back and clean it. I know me. It's like, I'll just hire somebody. And, but yeah, like, I couldn't imagine. And they didn't speak a lick of English, at least not the guy I talked to. The realtor and I talked to. I couldn't place his accent. I couldn't place his words because I can speak Spanish or I can understand Spanish. And she said she could understand I forget what she said she could understand. Was it German? But I don't know. I can't. I was so mad. And she's like, do you want to leave? And I'm like, man, let me just see, like, how bad it is. Because we had only walked into the living room. And I said, let me just see how bad it is, okay? So we start walking around upstairs, and it is just stain, 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 stain. And it's just like, oh my God. You did that. You let this happen. And it was even in the baby's bedroom. I assume a baby slept there. There was a crib. There were baby toys on the floor, which means a baby is crawling around. Oh my God. So, needless to say, we're not buying that house. And my realtor was like, well, you can just get new carpet and, get one of those filters and filter out the air and clean the air. And she's like, get new carpet, put new paint, it'd be just fine. I'm just thinking, no. Because if they did that, what else did they do? Like, if they neglected this, what else did they neglect? And which makes me wonder, like, when were those pictures put up? Because those pictures are not an accurate representation of that house at all. Because if it looked like that house, if it looked like the pictures, I probably would have bought that house. Or it would have been like strong contender. But no. Ugh, people. Do you like the blue? I like the blue. Was it a turquoise? I like it. I really do. I dig it. She's got a little bow in her hair. You can't see it. She's got a little bow in her hair. I like these. I'll do some of these. I have to leave here in probably about 30 minutes. Let's see. See, I'm worried about doing this. I'm gonna pause on that. Let's go to the flower things. Let's do that. So what I'm using for my flowers is my Pompeian red, the dark flesh, and the Naples yellow. There you go. Naples yellow. And it's given this really cool pinky orange tone. Let me see. So I was looking at these. So this was kind of the tone I was going for. So I dig it. I dig it. So yeah, I was so sad. Like, that was so sad. The middle, do some yellow. So the whole house was so sad. And you just got to think, oh my God, what are those kids living like? Because it was multi-generational in there. So, like the grandpa, his son, and then his kids. So, it was at least 3 generations, if not more. Who knows? I do want to say that they were maybe Mediterranean. That's the impression I got from just their looks. Mediterranean. Who knows? Maybe they were speaking Greek. Maybe Italian. That's Mediterranean. Yeah, Italy's Mediterranean. There's a couple other. Because I know out here in Raleigh, there's a big Indian population, but it didn't sound Indian. This is going so quick. It's such a small flower. There's not a whole lot, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do if it's that tiny, you know? Probably gonna get something else to put in there, but I do one of these bigger leaves. I need a house with a washer and dryer, preferably on the second floor. The house I'm going to see today has a washer and dryer on the first floor. That's what my old house in Ohio had, and I hated it. It was like in the kitchen, no less. I was like, what? So I'm doing laundry in the kitchen. Because it was like everything was on one side. I had an island, and then I had the laundry on the wall. I mean, it was behind some doors, but still. The doors sucked, so I took the doors down. I ended up putting up curtains, actually. And that was a bit easier to deal with. So, yeah, who puts their laundry in the kitchen? This is going to be a small... But man, I've already like started buying things in my head for the house that I'm going to see, which I shouldn't do. Like, rule number 1, don't get attached to a house. You know, until you close on it. Or until you're put in an offer and the offer's been accepted. Yeah, I'm not good at that. Like, at all. I'm not good at that at all. But like, I have a folder on my browser right now. That's just, I'm saving, because it has a breakfast nook that's too small for my dining room table, whereas the breakfast nook I have right now is giant, and my table fits in it just fine. So I would need a breakfast table. So I've been like searching breakfast tables. So I've got a little folder. Ooh, I'm nauseous. Sorry. I tell you what, I bet I got sick. I'm not feverish. I've got a little headache, got a little nausea. That just was a wave right there. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, so it's got a little breakfast nook. And like, I went on like Wayfair, and I ended up with I saved one from Rooms to Go, which is out here in Raleigh. It's supposed to be a really good furniture store. So I've already, like, in my head bought furniture. I'm already painting rooms. I'm already assigning rooms. Which is bad. I shouldn't do that. Because then my husband will be like, oh, it's too small. Like, yeah, but I don't. Here's the thing. He doesn't clean the house. You know, I clean the house. I clean the house. I do the dishes. I do the laundry. I cook. Really, anything to do with any of that should be on me. So my mom called and she was like, you know, are you guys going to look together? She goes, are you going first? I said, oh no, I'm going first. She goes, oh good. So when he gets it in his head that he wants a 3,000 square foot home, you can veto it, right? I says, yep. She goes, good. It's good you have your eyes on it first. I said, yep. See, I don't mind, like, I understand he wants, he and I are both introverts, which I guess is a really bad, not a bad thing. I mean, you know, we pull each other out every now and then. But we're both introverts and we both like our space. So he really, 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 really wants a house with space. Because with kids running around, you know, space is important. I'm assuming these little things are still... Oh, there's the mailman. Are flowers too. And I'm going to do... I'll figure out what I want to do with that. So we'll just go in and do this. But yeah, so I've already like bought this house in my head, and I shouldn't do that. But it's in this area. It's still in this town. It's still in the same, kind of the same school system. So there's anchor elementaries throughout because there's so many kids. And then they all kind of like merge into the same middle and the same high school. So she would still be in the same type of school system, just different in elementary. Which means I'm still close to the shopping that I like, and I'm still close to the stores that I like. It's just, you know, 10 minutes down the road. So that could be interesting. Plus, it's also in a neighborhood that has, it's got an HOA because it has a community pool and a community park, which is cool. Kids, parks, pools, yay. So we'll see. We'll see. But in my head, I've already bought the house. And I shouldn't do that. I was up at 5 a.m. Both because I couldn't stop thinking about the house and I didn't feel good, so. I really dig this combo. I gotta say, it's pretty versatile. It's a pretty versatile color combo. I was thinking about doing a color along type thing. I don't know. I don't know. Is it something you would like to do? Would like me to do? Do you care? Is that your thing? I'm never one to follow anybody, so it never occurs to me that somebody would want to follow me. But if you do, I guess let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. I would not be adverse to doing it. It's just not. It's not something I dig. So I sometimes mistakenly assume it's not something anybody else would dig either. So those are fun. These are fun. Super fun colors. This paper is amazing. I don't think I've said this enough. The paper's amazing. If you want to find it, go search on Etsy. Seen 70 East Book and Cool Craft Girl. Cool Craft Books. I forget what the name of the Etsy store is. Shame on me. I should have looked that up before I said anything. I think I've seen both of them with this book. So check that out. My back has been hurting. I had to sit with a heating pad and take some medicine. I had to decide, did I want to take medicine for my headache or did I want to take medicine for my back, and the headache won. So my head feels better, my back not so much. I had toast and bacon for lunch. So I'm legit not feeling good. I feel bad because it's, it's Valentine's Day. What? What? So I haven't gotten my husband anything because my kid's been sick and I'm not wanting to take her to the store. Sorry, he said he wasn't going to get anything until payday anyway for me, so yay. We'll say so I got the Happy Planner. Digging it, by the by. So I'm digging the planner. I bought the budget extension, the 6-month budget extender thingy. And let me tell you about my budget. My budget is on frickin' point. Love it. And I'm saving. And my budget's awesome. And I'm so happy with it. Which then makes me excited for the future. Because who knows, maybe I'll get whole binds. Shh. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I keep thinking about it and I'm like, I've got enough. I do. I have enough. I'm pretty stinking happy with what I've got, I should say. I don't necessarily want the pastels because I'm not a pastel-y person. So I don't know. I don't know how else do you try them. Can you get like just a basic set of 12 or something to test? I don't want to plop, $400 on a set of pencils. I'm just like, ugh. Oh, I dig this color combo. I dig it. Dig it. My husband brought my daughter's laptop down from her room because she's been like on the couch for days now. I did make her take a shower this morning because she was stinking. So I brought her laptop down, and in the laptop, or in the school website, is built in. They log on with their student ID, and they have access to programs and games and stuff. So she's been doing her homework on her laptop on the couch. Some of it's cool. She's got these educational videos about, you know, brushing teeth, vaccines, doctor visits, dentist. And then as she was like mousing over some stuff, I heard it, and it was like divorce, drugs, bullying. I think she did watch the bullying one. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's kind of excellent. Because, you know, it never would have occurred to me to go to my mom and talk to her about her and my dad's divorce. Even though my dad, like, drug me into it and was like, here, read the divorce papers, because I'm an excellent father, and, you know, that's what every 18-year-old wants to do. That was sarcasm, by the way. So it never would have occurred to me. So I think it's excellent that they have that resource there, that maybe, because the kids put on headphones when they have computer time, so maybe they can like learn about it without having to feel embarrassed or worried about asking somebody, which can happen. So I think that's excellent. Yeah, I talk about how to prevent transferring illness and washing hands. I was like, yes, you really need to watch that. Because, you know, kids, wash hands, not sneeze on somebody. Oh man, I remember the last time Zoe, my little one, she was sick. And I had her like on my lap, and I was like rocking her, trying to make her feel good. And she looks at me to talk and just sneezes in my open mouth. And I'm just like, what? Seriously? It was disgusting. It was so disgusting, and not, 24 hours later, I'm sick. I wonder why. Ugh. That's the stuff they don't tell you about. That's the stuff they hide. I'm like, oh yeah, Parenthood's awesome. Except for when they sneeze in your freaking mouth. Yay. Yay, Parenthood. She felt bad though. I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry. She's like, oh, it's fine. It was an accident. Oh man. They were good for a few minutes. That had to end. Couldn't keep that up. The oldest slept on the couch last night. Poor thing. I felt so bad. She was just laying there coughing and coughing. I gave her medicine, so I don't know a whole lot else I could do, but coughing and coughing. Let's see. How's that looking? That's looking spiff, right? I like this. Pompeian red, dark flesh, and Naples yellow. That is an awesome sauce combo. It's orange without being orange. It's yellow without being like yellow. And it's not too pinky. I like it. I like it. I like this green too. I figure out some coral, some koi. So you have some white and black koi. You got some, probably do a nice orangey thing here. And some pretty fish. Pretty fish. This will be fun. Slow going, but fun. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. Thank you to new subscribers. If you are not, ooh, my nails. If you're not a new subscriber, or if you're not subscribed, click and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notifications when I upload something that isn't terrible and full of, you know, bad voiceover or whatever. So I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.